Ty Hope's Top 10 Games of 2019. Number 10. Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill is one of my favorite Japanese anime, so I was excited to see that a fighting game was being released. Not only was it very true to the source material, the graphics and battle system were also very solid. Pulling off crazy combos is easy to learn and very satisfying to do. The character roster is admittedly a bit thin, but all included are unique, fun to use, and feature the actual anime voice actors. There's a story mode, or you can challenge yourself against other players online. Number 9. Blasphemous. Metroidvanias are one of my favorite genres in games, and Blasphemous was the best one I played in 2019. It's been described as 2D Dark Souls, which I would mainly agree with. It's dark, gory, and has a distinct atmosphere throughout. Bosses were also very cool and offer a good challenge. There are also lots of secrets and multiple endings, which is always a plus. Number 8. Cuphead. Cuphead came out on Xbox before 2019, but I played on the Switch for the first time, which did release this year, so it counts. This game is an artistic masterpiece. It features gorgeous animation straight out of the 1920s and is a ton of fun to play. The bosses are all very unique and extremely challenging. If a sequel is eventually made, I'd love to see more platforming stages mixed in, as that was probably my only nitpick. Definitely pick this one up. Number 7. The End is Nigh. This is another game that came out last year, but the PS4 version was a 2019 release, so it counts. The End is Nigh is a fantastic platformer, similar to games like Super Meat Boy. The graphics are simple, but the style is effective in creating a mood that fits perfectly. The soundtrack is also amazing. Some may find the difficulty a bit too high, but I love this kind of stuff. Getting the true ending was tough, but very rewarding. Number 6. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Capcom has been killing it lately with the Resident Evil series, Biohazard here in Japan. Resident Evil 2 Remake does an amazing job of putting you in a zombie apocalypse and creating a claustrophobic, horrifying scenario. The jump scares are great, as is the overall sense of dread, especially when a certain hat-wearing monstrosity is on your trail. 2 playable characters, each with different stories and paths, is just the icing on the cake. Number 5. River City Girls. Growing up, I was a big fan of River City Ransom. This entry into the series is the best old-school style beat-em-up game I've played in years. The graphics are vivid and a pleasure to look at, and the soundtrack is really catchy. The 2 main characters, Misako and Kyoko, are also really funny and full of personality. I found myself laughing out loud while beating up gangs of thugs from start to finish. Number 4. A Plague Tale, Innocence. A Plague Tale was a game that I knew little about and took a chance on buying. Man, was I pleasantly surprised. It's a survival horror game that has incredible voice acting, great graphics, and instead of the hordes of zombies we've become used to, features millions of killer rats that can rip you to shreds at any moment. At a certain point, the story also takes a very unexpected twist which caught me off guard. This is a hidden gem of a game that deserves more attention. Number 3. Val Ferriss. Anyone who knows me knows I love 2D run-and-gun style games. Val Ferriss is an absolute blast from start to finish. It's a badass, non-stop, in-your-face adrenaline rush with tons of cool weapons, lots of secrets, and killer boss fights. The heavy metal soundtrack is hands down my choice for gaming soundtrack of the year. It's so much fun even after multiple playthroughs that I'm currently speedrunning it, trying to improve my clear time. Do not let this one fall off your radar. Number 2, Sekiro. Sekiro and I have what one may call a love-hate relationship. I got my ass kicked by this game so many times that it led to countless rage fits. Despite beating me into the ground and spitting on my grave, though, the awesome battle system and eerie world kept me going. And I'm glad I did. Each boss fight was brutal, but the feeling of satisfaction upon winning may be the most I've felt in a video game. The final boss may just be the hardest boss I've ever encountered, but landing that final death strike made it all worth it. As far as lasting impressions go, I don't think I'll ever forget my experience playing Sekiro. Number 1, Super Mario Maker 2. I love this game. I'm a lifelong Mario fan and also the type of person who loves making things and using their imagination. This game was a dream come true. With literally millions of courses already uploaded, it's hard to imagine a game with more replay value. And for those days that I just want to get creative and build something and make a course, there are unlimited things you can build when you let your creativity go wild. That puts Mario Maker 2 as my 2019 Game of the Year.